Hi Leo, welcome back. So Leo, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip them if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's go ahead and get straight into it. So Leo, before I could even really get into the meditation, I started hearing a song, and it was Hey Jude by the Beatles. Particularly the part of the song where he says, take a sad song and make it better. Take a sad song and make it better. Hey Jude. Maybe go check out the lyrics to that song. For some of you, that singer, the band, the lyrics could be significant. You might actually hear that song over the next coming weeks, so pay attention if you do, but take it as it resonates. That's what came through. And then they were showing me images of bedtime stories. So it looked like someone was in bed and they were flipping through a book, okay? Maybe even getting a little bit reminiscent, maybe to childhood books or bedtime stories, or that having some sort of significance here. I'm getting the word nostalgia, so we're in a retrograde. There could be some nostalgia coming through from childhood. Or if you have children, you could be connecting with your children right now. Also, it would certainly benefit you to read more, to get off the internet more, dive into a paperback book a little bit more, right? It's just something grounding about the experience of reading, because one of the things reading does is it activates a certain part of your brain that is connected to imagination, right? And some of the most beautiful things ever created on this planet came from imagination, right? So, and then think about bedtime stories, right? A lot of those authors that write those books are coming from a place of imagination. And you know what? That is the message I got for you when I did your last spiritual reading, maybe, about tapping more into imaginative thought, and that being kind of the key to get you out of some repetitive patterns that you've developed, repetitive ways of thinking that you've developed. And like the way to break loose of that is to go and spend more time in imaginative thought. What would you like it to be like? How would you like life to be? You know what I'm saying? Like that type of energy. So interesting start to the reading, Leo. Let's go ahead and get into it. You have the card of Pisces out, which is funny because I'm talking about imagination, and that's what this card represents. It also talks about the dream state and spirituality. Some of you could have Pisces in your chart or be dealing with the Pisces, or Pisces season might be of some relevance to you, as that's the next season that's coming up, right? But this also talks about compassion and healing and having empathy, your emotional self, Leo, okay, tapping into the more softer parts of you, Leo. Maybe reconnecting with your inner child, okay? So let's see. Your overall energy is the Seven of Pentacles. Whoa, okay, that was too many cards for this person, but I'll take note of them. The Chariot, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, Four of Cups. So there's something going on in this person's energy, Leo, that they thought that they moved past, but it's coming back around. Probably this retrograde hitting this person to some degree. They could be the one also needing to break some sort of repetitive patterning in their life. And let me tell you this, if you have a karmic cycle going on that you haven't fully healed yet, this retrograde is going to make it evident to you, because it'll feel like, why is this coming up again? You know, like, why am I feeling this way again? Or you notice a repetitious pattern, okay, occurring in your life. And so that's kind of like the benefit of these retrogrades, is it kind of shows us areas that we thought we moved past, but maybe we need to look at again. So I feel that going on in this person's energy, but it could also be something that you're dealing with as well. This person may be trying to ignore their... Okay, I have a song coming through. They might be trying to ignore their feelings, as I'm getting the song Emotions by Mariah Carey. It's an older 90s song. She says, "You've got me feeling emotions deeper than I've ever dreamed of." So yeah, let's get into it and see where this is headed. So we're going to look at the recent past energy, Leo, and what led up to the now. And then we're going to look at perception, how you perceive each other. And then we're going to look at how you're genuinely feeling underneath it all. And hopes and most likely future outcome. Recent past energy for my Leos. I just looked up at my phone and I literally just had a Leo, my husband, message me. I just seen it. Just popped up. It's like, I must have summoned him here. So, okay, all right, Leo. And you know what? I don't believe in coincidences. Some of you could be receiving messages or hearing from someone. And I got that in the Aquarian reading. I'm an Aquarian. So you could also be connecting with an Aquarius, right? So the retrograde also tends to bring up people from the past. You could be getting messages, texts, phone calls. I heard from random numbers and people, which I also got that in the Aquarius reading. So pay attention to that. So let's look at the recent past. All right. 9 of Cups. The Chariot. Okay, so they're still playing that song. She says, "In the morning when I rise, you are the first thing on my mind." So this reading is probably going to pertain to someone that you think about on a routine basis. Not a new person, I feel, for a lot of you. But hey, you know, keep an open mind. Or there's something about asking yourself, like, what is the first thing on your mind in the morning? Because there's some sort of significance there. We often wake up with whatever vibration we left the prior day off with, right? So if you're waking up some mornings and you're waking up with a lot of anxiety or worrisome thought, it's usually because you were feeling anxious or worrisome before you went to bed and you didn't do anything to correct it, meaning like you didn't meditate, you didn't clear your energy. Vice versa, if you wake up in the morning feeling refreshed and excited for the day, then likely you went to bed in a soft vibration of peacefulness and calmness, and then you pick it up, right? So there's a message here, Leo, about paying attention to what you're giving your attention to before you go to bed at night, and making just some minor changes, especially if you've been having bad dreams or bad sleep patterns or issues waking up feeling good and not feeling refreshed. There's just small changes that they want you to do in your bedtime routine. And what the okay, I'm sorry, my guides are pretty blunt. They said put up the device 15 minutes before you go to bed. All right, I'm not saying 15 minutes before you go to bed. Spend that last 15 minutes giving appreciation to the blanket, the pillow, the covers. Maybe read a book that stimulates your mind. Maybe that's why they're showing me bedtime stories. Like they want you to make better use of the nighttime routine, okay? And if this isn't resonating with you, don't worry about it. It's a general reading, but it could also be for the person you're connecting with. Also, some of y'all are, you know, you got someone on your mind, this person on your mind possibly, or they got you on their mind, you know, daily, routinely, often. So, 9 of Cups and the Chariot, the 4 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. So this person had the 4 of Cups as their overall energy. I think that's really interesting, Leo, that you have it in your past energy. So there's a sense of like successfully being able to move forward, okay? And the way that you have done that, Leo, is through detaching from whatever this confusing situation or emotion was. Some of you, it's just like, okay, some of you, be careful about ignoring your emotions though, right? Spirit wants you to use your emotions as fuel, not to create blockages with them. Some of you were kind of like ignoring the way that you were feeling about something or someone, but it actually helped you to move forward. So in a way, it did, I guess, work for you, or so the law of detachment is what they're saying. So like detaching from needing to figure something out is what's going to work for you to help you to move forward. A lot of you have already done this, okay? Some of you may have tried to move forward with somebody that has emotionally detached from you, but take it as it resonates. You'll know which one of those you are. But I feel for the most part, this is your energy, right? I'm sorry, I got another message. Some of you have other options that you're not really looking at. You could be ignoring someone or felt ignored in the past. Oh, okay. So, Leo, you're a Leo, okay? So you're naturally blessed with magnetism and charisma. You just stick out. Even if you're a quiet Leo, your energy precedes you. You know what I'm saying? So you've got options. You have options, right? But a lot of you have your mind set on one thing, one person, or one goal, okay? And it's on your mind every day. And that's very Leo-like because you're a fixed sign, right? You're a fixed sign. You're not a flaky sign. When you want something, you go for it. All right, so you have the Two of Cups and the King of Cups that came out in the reverse. Wow, how many cards in the reverse am I going to get? Four of Wands. And the Six of Pentacles. Some of you might have had a falling out with someone in the past, particularly a water sign, but doesn't have to be a water sign. Or there's some sort of disconnection going on in this person's energy. It could be that this person has had a falling out with someone recently, okay, whether you're aware of that or not. But that's kind of the message. And who did I get that for? Falling out. Fall out. I know that was very important for another zodiac sign. It was Capricorn. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn because that message came up in the spiritual guided reading that I did. There's this message here, Leo, about like this person not feeling connected to their own emotional self, right? Not feeling the love for themselves, and this creating like a disjointed energy here. It could have, they could have been going through this phase where like relationships were falling off the map, or some of you had a breakup maybe with this person, but it doesn't have to be. It's just like there's a lot of instability here emotionally, but also it seems to be affecting or has affected other people in their life as well. And I heard get it together. So this person is trying to, they're trying to give off this air of like, I don't care, but they do care, okay? Because the reason I can tell that they care is because they're trying to like regather themselves, right? Like they're trying to get things together. So I feel like this person has felt some sort of repercussion, okay, in the past, and it's kind of shook them to the point where they now are needing to like get their ish together, right? Some of them need to get their money together, to get their mind right for others, but you know, be different for each of you. Perception. Let's go into that and see what we have coming in, Leo. So how do you perceive each other? Then keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder. So it may be your truth, but it may not be how this person sees it, right? So perception. Leo, Ace of Wands. Six of Swords. All of a sudden, I feel flush and sweaty. Like my blood pressure went up, or like an adrenaline rush or something. I don't know if some of you are having like fluctuations in your hormones or moods. Or maybe I heard hot and bothered. Okay. So, Ace of Wands, Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit. So there's this message here, Leo, about... Okay. Some of you feeling, it's like getting excited about something, and then at the same moment, I don't know why you would fear getting excited, but there's a message here about like second guessing yourself, like being like, yes, that's what I want, but I don't know how I'm going to get there, or I don't know how that's going to pan out. And so you almost throw shade on your own trail of the path of least resistance, right? So they're saying don't contradict yourself so much, Leo, in your mind. Okay, if you continue to put steady work into something, you're going to see the reward, the progress. Some of you might be doing some spiritual work during this time frame, or you're being encouraged to do some spiritual work here with the Hermit, Virgo energy for some of you. I also feel Gemini energy coming through. Oh, I just noticed the Lovers was right there. Okay. When it comes to this person, I feel like it's night and day. Right? Like so much passion and desire here, and yet it feels so far away sometimes, or maybe there's a sense of like emotional distance here. You can get what you want, Leo. Some of y'all are, whether you're aware of it or not, have this maybe repetitive idea that you don't always get what you want, because they're giving me that song. You can't always get what you want. You try sometimes. You just might find you get what you need. Well, ain't that the truth? But I do believe that you can get what you want. If you are lined up with it, if you have a strong belief in it, if you're not contradicting yourself by naysaying your own desires. So stop naysaying your own desires and watch how things change. Watch how your energy changes, you know. But you know what? Sometimes universe will give you second best to what you want by giving you what you need, you know. So either way, you're going to get something, right? Some of you may feel like this person has maybe even done work on themselves or needs to work on themselves. Okay, be careful with that. It's a little bit judgy there, but there's like this message here about like needing to work on one's spiritual self, like a self-worth and that type of thing, whether that's you or how you view this person. So let's see this person's perception, what's going on in the headspace for them. Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Lovers, the Seven of Pentacles, and the World in reverse. So there's a lot of old stuff popping up in this person's energy, right? They're definitely feeling the retrograde, okay? There's things that they thought that they let go of, that they didn't care about anymore, that are now like bubbling up with inside of this person again. It could be to deal with failed past relationships, or maybe a failed relationship with you, Leo, if you've been in a relationship with this person, but take it as it resonates, right? Like, I feel, excuse me, that, ooh, they could have a throat blockage going on, meaning like they're not communicating clearly their desires, or maybe they've had issues doing that in the past. Sorry, I had a drink of water there. So the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Swords, there is, like, this person wants to feel satisfied. Maybe they have had trauma. Okay, they could have had trauma in the past. But I was going to say maybe they've had trouble feeling satisfied with where they're at or themselves in the past energy. And now they're getting to this space where, okay, they're getting clearer about what it is that they want. They may feel a very strong connection with you, Leo, but there's also the sense of this person feeling like they have to give up something in order to gain something. Maybe this person has given up another relationship for this relationship. Okay? That's going to be a group of you here, and you'll know. Or maybe you did that. Or maybe that's what's required, right? But for the rest of you, it's just a sense of like this person not wanting to give up because they've invested a lot of time and energy. So to some degree, they keep like repeating patterns here. And I'm sorry, I had another song come through. She says, I don't want to wait for this life to be over to get what I want. So that's not part of the song, but that's what I heard after it. So wow, this person's energy is really interesting to me. They may see you, Leo, okay, as someone that brings them satisfaction, that they recently, you know, are feeling clearer about the relationship. This person does have a fear of like having to give something up though. They may also feel a strong connection with you. They are patiently waiting, okay, for you to come back around, or for something to come back around here. Let's go into the emotional self. I kind of feel like I'm picking up on two different either groups of you, or some of you, there's more than just you and this person involved. So let's go into the emotional self and see what's going on there. The Fool, Two of Swords, the Sun, and the King of Swords. Aries, Leo energy here for some of you. So emotionally, Leo, some of you are afraid to take a leap of faith or to take a risk here because maybe, you know, it hasn't panned out for you in the past. There's definitely some uncertainty. And at the same time, it's like overcoming that, right? With the knowledge of what you know now, of how much wiser you are now, feeling more connected. So I feel whatever this uncertainty is about, it's not a huge player in the game, right? Like, I feel like this dissolving. Some of you, it's like not being sure if this is that contradictory energy, Leo. This is that I know what I want. I know I deserve it, but get rid of the but, so to speak. You know, it's that throwing shade on your own self almost, you know, and we all do this to some degree. All of us, all humans do this to some degree. We all question sometimes ourselves or naysay ourselves because we're just very analytical, right? Nothing wrong with that, but Spirit is saying like, you have the capacity to get everything that you want and more. Because I heard believe it. This reminds me of Gemini's reading, right? And now they're giving me a song. And I believe it. I won't stop till I've had enough. I won't drink my wine from no paper cup. Believe it. That's a really good song. It's a country song. I don't know who sings it. If you know, put it in there. Let's see what's going on emotionally with this person. Some of you getting reacquainted also with your higher self, okay? Feeling a little bit more in tune than you've been feeling, a little more optimistic than you've been feeling, all right? Ace of Wands. There's another card that flipped. I thought. Looked like the Queen of Swords, but I wasn't sure. All right, I don't see it. Yeah, there it is. Queen of Swords. The Hermit in reverse. Whoa, the Three of Swords and the Knight of Cups. I didn't see that coming. Okay. I'm hearing quite a few different messages. So one, communicate your feelings. I feel like that's for this person, but take it as it resonates. Could be for you as well. This person needing to communicate some sort of feelings or communication coming in regards to that. And I heard the word failure. Someone either fearing failure or again, feeling like a failure. If this person has had, I don't like the word failure because I don't believe in failures. I believe we all get what we get for a reason and we're meant to grow from it. But that's the word that they're giving me, that I feel is present in this person's energy, like a fear of that. Or like I said, this person could have had prior failed endeavors or relationships, or there could have been a failed relationship between the two of you. But they have a fear of that, all right? So, this person has a lot of emotional desire, though. If this is intimate, there is a heavy sexual attraction going on here, Leo. Okay, just FYI. You might be having sexy thoughts about this person. They may be feeling sexy things about you. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. And I heard deep thinker, so this person may think a lot, okay? But I feel like there's still some spiritual growth that this person needs to do around relationships. There could have been a third party involved, right? And I mentioned that earlier. For some of you, there's more than one person here, okay? Or it's like there could have been issues with other people that are bleeding into the now energy, if nothing else. But it's like there's something unresolved in this person's energy, and it has to deal with how they emotionally express in relationships, right? And needing continued growth around that before they can really get what it is that they want, because they have their mind set on what it is that they want. And I'm getting the song, My Mind's Set on You. So for a lot of you, it's you, but it could be really anything, as this is a general reading. But I do feel this person has their mind made up. They've done some reflection on this, but there is still something unresolved here. Let's look at hopes. You've got Judgment. So some of you want to release this contradictory, uncertain energy. I don't blame you, right? Or you want to be released maybe from a karmic cycle, Leo. Knight of Wands. This person wants action. They want movement. Like I said, there's something here that they know that they want. And they want the satisfaction of having it. And I don't feel like this person is going to give up easily on what it is that they desire, because they could be very fixated. This could be a fixed sign like you, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, but doesn't have to be. But I'm getting a lot of fixed energy. So when this person does make up their mind, they're not usually going to be swayed or give up on that. So let's look at most likely future outcome, and all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will, right? You're in the driver's seat, no one else, Leo. So let's see, 5 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. What's with all these stressors and worries showing up, Leo? What is this about? That's not like you. Justice, the 2 of Cups, Death card. Scorpio, Libra energy for some of you. Some of you could have some stressors going on around the home or possibly finances, but I feel like you're going to be walking into a brighter chapter. So keep the peace, keep the balance, Leo. This too shall pass. Maybe save up, okay? That's for some of you. I'm sorry, that came out of the blue. For others of you, it's like letting this contradictory, worrisome thought impact your overall emotion and needing to walk away from that. Some of you, it's like getting stuck in your head, right? Wanting to be like, well, how is this going to work out? Like, how is this going to play out? Thinking that you need to be the one to always figure it out. But you know what? We have a limited perspective as human beings. You know who doesn't have a limited perspective? Source, your higher self, your spirit, right? It's your guides. Call on your guides, you know, or your angels, or meditate. The answer will appear in a very clear thought that pops into your head that feels good to you, or in other ways through signs and symbols, depending on how strong your connection is with Source. Now, some of you, if you're an intuitive Leo, you can actually hear your guides. Like I can hear, not with my ears, but I can have a full-on conversation with my guides. Like, that's available to everyone on this planet. I'm not special, guys. All you got to do is meditate and ask for the assistance. Meditate, ask for the assistance, and then be quiet. You got to learn how to train your brain to be quiet so you can hear. Because you can't hear while you're jibber-jabbing all up in here. You know what I'm saying? So some of you, they're encouraging a practice. Okay, this is why they gave me the bedtime thing. Before bed, because some of you are getting messages in the dream state, because that's the only time your mind shuts off long enough that spirit can download messages, which happens to a lot of people. But they're saying, okay, that's 15 minutes before bed. Clear your mind, meditate if you can. Everybody can. There's no reason you can't. Don't tell me that you can't. You can. Meditate 10 to 15 minutes, enough to quiet the brain. Then go to sleep. And then pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your very first thought when you wake up in the morning. Because that thought or that dream or that sign is going to lead you in the direction of what it is that you want. Not what it is that you need, but what it is that you want. What it is that you want. And it will, if nothing else, you're going to feel a lot more clear than you have in the past, right? You'd be surprised how powerful your thoughts are, Leo. So powerful beyond measure. Powerful beyond measure. So I see you walking towards the solution, right? That's going to kind of balance things out, karmically speaking, with your energy, but I feel also with this person or this situation here. So let's see their most likely future outcome. Two of Wands. My dogs are getting ready to go crazy because somebody's here. Did I have another card flip? No. Nine of Wands. So this person is being called to surrender. Something that they have also had a trouble like releasing or letting go of. But I feel like this person thought that they let go of something, but it was still in their energy. And so it's popping back up in the retrograde for them to look at, feel, and then release again. Eight of Wands, and it flew out over here. So you very well could be having conversations with this person about it, or communication coming in, or there's at least a big desire for that if you're not currently communicating with this person. It's like once somebody gives up the fight or the need to control, the need to figure this out, it's like then it comes in. That's always how it goes. You know, the more you focus on a problem, the more you perpetuate the problem. Because law of attraction makes it so. So the more you focus on the issue, the further away the solution is. And this is how people get trapped into really bad situations, because they don't pay attention to their thoughts and their emotions. Most people ignore their intuition altogether. And then they get in these circumstances, right, where they've ignored the solution, and then the problem gets so big that life collapses. And then at that point, when life collapses, they usually go into surrender mode. They give up. They give up the fight. They break down almost. And that's when people usually start looking into spirituality, into why is this happening? And a lot of people awaken through their trauma. It doesn't have to be that way. It never has to be that way. But that's just the route most people take, right? This person could have taken that route, Leo. And now they must surrender. Or you could have taken that route. And now you're waking up, right? But I feel like there is some sort of wake up in the energy, whether it's you, them, or both of you. And because you know what happens when we surrender, when we say, okay, you know what? I focused on this problem for so long, it became a huge volcano that erupted in front of me. So I give up. And when you give up, then Source can come in and do what it's supposed to do, which is give you thoughts and ideas and improvement in your emotions that push you towards motivating you and giving you hope again and pulling you into a different direction. It's called the act of surrender. All right, so one more card and then I'm going to wrap it there. Yep. Four of Cups, Queen of Wands. If this person has done you wrong, they're regretful about that, okay? If not, then this person regrets, they're having to face old regrets. And it has to deal with relationships, whether that's a relationship with you or someone else. But it's next to the Queen of Wands, so especially if you're a feminine Leo, I feel like this person regrets something that happened between the two of you. They may even communicate that. All right? But take it as it resonates. Could be masculine, feminine, but I'm feeling mostly that's for the feminine Leos. But either way, this person, see, they're trying to figure things out, and there's the path is illuminated to this person, right? But it's only after they surrender and tell the truth. They need to tell the truth about how they feel, you know, or express something to release this. That's what they're being encouraged to do. Now, whether they do it or not, that's going to be up to them. They have free will. Spirit doesn't make you do anything. It suggests things to you, but you ultimately have the choice. So this person has a choice, right, on which direction they're going to take this. But that is heavy in their energy. So let's see what the advice is here, Leo. What is the guidance for you, for them? Okay. You have the card of have fun, and they have the card of breathe. So your guidance says, stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it? It's long overdue, and you need to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. Isn't that funny? There's a picture of a child on this. Didn't I say at the beginning there's this inner child work? You're being guided to tap into your more playful energy, your more fun self, to not take this so seriously because it's already in the hands of the divine who's going to work this out. I heard work, it's magic. Then I heard, do you believe in magic? But I guess you have to believe, right? They have the card of breathe. The breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and the outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and divine. The breath permeates the entire prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. So this person may also benefit from meditating, doing the meditation that I encouraged you to do, Leo. Like this person needs to kind of take a deep breath and remember who they are and not be afraid to be their authentic and real self. So, Leo, deep reading. Wow. Okay, so zodiac signs you could be dealing with or have in your own birth chart. Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Leo. I felt Aquarius, Gemini earlier, Libra. Getting a hot flash again. Yeah, Cancer. Those are the primary, and Scorpio. Those are the primary zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it's a general reading. So it could be any zodiac sign. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff as I do go live there as well. Tarot Time with Dana, all but linked in the description box below, as well as my About section where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Either way, I'm wishing you the very best, Leo. And until next time, my friends. Namaste. Bye.